Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. And guys, here we are back again. The last video we made on Saturday or Sunday, and we actually made a video where we were saying pump, but Monday will be dangerous for Bitcoin. Why did we say so? Well, now we know Bitcoin had a massive dump down on Monday, all the way down to 53,000 US dollars. And everyone is asking right now, is this dump already over? Or are we going to reach lower price targets? What if I told you that DaVinci J15 and me, we have provided for you a very clear answer to answer this question here you might be having right now for Bitcoin. Same thing is about Ethereum. We are going to deep dive into Ethereum. Okay guys, I am recording this here after the recording with DaVinci J15 because I want to make sure that in the introduction you already know that in the end we want you to talk about one signal in the charts on the weekly, which, and listen to this guys, the last time this signal on the weekly flashed was in the end of the bull market here in 2017. What is the signal and what does it mean right now for Bitcoin? We will be talking about that. So I really want to urge you guys, watch this video once again until the very end, where we are going to be revealing our price targets, our expectations, but more importantly, our trading plan for Bitcoin and Ethereum right now in the immediate short term. And also guys, don't forget, if you want to be trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, we have a $700 US welcome bonus for you in the pinned comment down below. If you just scroll down below the video here, you will get a $700 US for free after your deposit. Takes 20 seconds in total. You get up to $700 US for free, and you can trade with that on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you can withdraw the profits from that for free and add them to your holding portfolio. So make sure you take advantage of that in the pinned comment down below by scrolling down and clicking these links here. Thank you everyone for watching. Recently we are getting crazy likes. My video yesterday getting 19,000 likes. That's absolutely beautiful, guys. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button, leaving your comments down below, sharing the video, making noise for the algorithm. But with that being said, I wanted to come finally to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the 5 by 5, staying alive. That's the most important thing to do in this market, right? Always make sure that you always can come back tomorrow to play this game, right? Never ever put all the chips on one particular bet, because you never know what the market's gonna do, right, Chris?
Exactly. And sometimes it seems so obvious, and it would be amazing to just 5 times your whole trading portfolio. It's just not a reasonable thing to do because yeah, whenever the market goes against you, and it is doing that every now and then, just as right now, because we pumped on the weekend, the likelihood was just higher, you are running the danger to lose your whole trading portfolio. So I'm very happy that we made these warning videos here over the weekend. I mean, you made some on your channel, we made one together, and then I made some solo ones. I think we put out 5 videos mentioning that in total. So I'm very happy that we were prepared here, even though it's always a little bit surprising. But now, of course, the question is, how low will we go? We already dumped down. Let me make a quick measurement before we are going into your magical charts here, 14%. So the question is, was that already it? Or DaVinci, what price targets are you personally looking at for Bitcoin and Ethereum?
All right, let's bring up some charts here. But I just wanted to quickly point out, I have the BitChute, right? And if you want to follow me on BitChute, please do, because you know what? YouTube is, you know, getting a little bit draconian. So make sure that you are subscribed there. Even if you don't have an account, open up an account, subscribe, and just leave it for, hey, you know what? Where did DaVinci go? Okay, I know he's on BitChute. All right.
Yeah, I will leave the link down below for everyone who's interested. Let's go.
All right. With that said, let's take a look at the charts here. You can see Bitcoin, right? Let's zoom in a little bit, right? Is at the 38.2 on the 4 hour, and we're battling the 38.2. We bounced off this trend line, which we talked about.
Can you put the price action a little bit more to the other side, because otherwise my head is in front of it?
Sure, no problem.
Perfect. Yeah, my head is too big. I know.
Right now.
Perfect.
There you go. So now your head's out of the way. Okay, that's it. Let's go. Let's take a look what else we got here. So as you can see, right, we're bouncing off of that trend line. I think we should try it one more time. I thought this was going to be the second try on it, but it looks like we're going to try to test the 13 EMA before we go for another try. I would say that we're probably going to most likely bounce off of this and then create a W to make this thing, because remember, you know, the institutional players, they brought the boat back, they're loading their boats, and now they're letting it sail. Right? So anyways, let's just see what happens, right? Because of course anything can happen in this market. We could have have them break down here through this trend line. If it breaks, the next thing you want to do is maybe set a short. If we continue to break down below the trend line, I would say we'd have to wait for the market to give us a little bit more of a structural image, right? A structural pattern, maybe a W before we say, or an M before we say for sure that this is going to go down. So let me just redraw that for you. Here, there you go. I'm going to delete that, and let's just say we have on the lower time frame some sort of M pattern, and then boom, we come back down. So that's where you take your trade to the lower 50,000. I would say 50,000 would be your target, because we have, what do we have here? The 61.8, which Bitcoin loves, the 61.8.
Exactly.
Should it not hold the 61.8? There's a lot of and remember, there's a lot of what's it called? Stop runs here. Right? I'd love to hit all these stop runs if it does not hold the 61.8. The banksters are probably going to go looking at this saying, "Oh, these people are sitting there have their stop losses up here. I think we might want to go for that."
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So don't be surprised if they do that, because guess what? If we head over to Ethereum, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah. let me quickly consolidate. So actually, the line in the sand, so to speak, before we are breaking further lower, is your upward sloping trend line here. I think if we are going below that, maybe around among the $54,500 to $55,000 level, we are closing a 4-hourly below, probably, and this is actually a price target I mentioned as well, the 61.8, the $50,000 level, $50,200 level will be the next target, which is in alignment with the psychological support probably as well. Let's see what's going to happen over there. And the 78.6 you say is maybe among the more worst case scenarios here, $47,100, but still, I mean, if we are getting a bounce here at this upward sloping support at the red line, we can create a W, and then breaking above the neckline could get very interesting for every long trader out there. Anyway, I didn't want to interrupt, just consolidate a little bit the information. And so what happened over on Ethereum?
Well, on Ethereum, they went for the stops. They went straight for them. They didn't even let you. They let you know that they're coming. And so they bounced, and then you thought they were not coming. And if you thought that, you were wrong, because they went straight for your stops. That all these stops down here, all these guys down here got wiped out, and then they bounced the market right back up.
Yeah.
Brutal, absolutely killer, right? This is the killer instincts of the banksters are just nonstop. They are here. They are brutalizing any traders, especially the newbies to this market. And I saw it coming a mile away. Once we broke down, it was clear that that was the case. I mean, they were going for these stops. It was be hard for them not to. So right now we're bounced above the trend line that I have here. We're still above it, but you know what? It looks like we want to break down from it. We've already bounced off the 61.8 from basically the 61.8 from the swing high, not this one, but the last swing high, which is coming back, which is basically this area is basically the area. Let me just highlight it so that you guys understand. This area between 78.6 and the 61.8 is what's called the reload zone for bears. And the reason why is because it's we've dumped down, and then we're coming back up, and we're coming back into this reload zone for the bears to hit the shorts, and that's what they did. They hit the short hard. So don't be surprised if we get rejected from this area and head all the way back down. Now that we would have to redraw your fibs, and we could end up all the way back into the 78.6, just like in Bitcoin. which is right here. Let me just circle it right here. You can see the 78.6 is right here at $1,432 is most likely, because look what we have over here. I'm gonna draw it out again with the circle. We've got a lot of what's it called? Stop runs to get to hit as well. So a lot of stop runs, but a lot of people have what's called, let me just move this out of the way. We have like stop loss, we have a stop loss here, stop loss here, stop loss here. Won't be surprised if they come after these stops again down here. So that's what they're doing. So if it breaks, so that's if it breaks here. If it doesn't break, right, if we pump above, because there's always a possibility, and Ethereum loves to do that, loves to do this, right? I'm going to tell you, because I've seen it more often than not. Ethereum loves to psych you out. Might come down here, and go, no, psych, and just take off straight up, like nonstop. You're like, what? You're like looking around like, how is this possible?
Yeah, Ethereum just directs people in both directions. It's much harder to trade Ethereum than to trade Bitcoin. And that's what I'm saying always as well. Like, I was myself much more successful trading Bitcoin than trading Ethereum so far, because Ethereum is doing these crazy, sometimes unpredictable moves. So what would you say, Da Vinci? Are you more leaning towards a further more downwards movement for Ethereum, or do you think we already hit the temporary bottom here and we are going higher to the upside for good?
Moving into the lower time frames, I would say, you know what, we could see a little bit of an EMS here, but again, remember, this could psych us out. It could come down here, you hit your what's it called, your short, and then it psychs you out and goes, no, not really, I was just kidding. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you have your stop losses if you do take this short. This is not a good, really clean M, of course, so it makes it really difficult to take. So just be cautious, right? Because Ethereum, and you might want to set, you know what, if Ethereum breaks, I would say if Ethereum breaks above this level right here, which is the $1,820 level, you might want to reverse your decision and go straight long on that, right? Because it's going bullish. Right.
So we have a potential long position unfolding. I think myself, I will step back from Ethereum. I didn't trade it for a long time, and I think I'm waiting until we are reaching new all-time highs for me starting to trade Ethereum again. But I know there's many people right now keen to trade, so it's nice to have here this good setup. Like whatever happens, we have a trade to go.
Yeah, so I should suggest you should take the trade down here, of course, right to the short. Right down here at the 1710, we break that. That's it. We're heading down to at least the 61.8 here at $1,541. And so that's where I'd be setting my stop. I'd be taking my profits right here at the 61.8, which is the $1,541.
Beautiful. Alrighty. Beautiful, man, amazing. Can we go back into the phase mode? I think this is a very interesting times right now. I said that prior to the recording, 20% is the new 40%. So everyone who's around for like 4 or 5 years, and you were around in 2016, 17 with that continuous bull run to $20,000 all the way down from the $150 low in 2015. Well, we had these runs, and then we always, within a bull market, had a 40-45% dump down. Now we didn't get that even one time. And all the dumps we are having, they are between 18%, and recently we had a 31% dump, which was the highest so far. Doesn't mean we are not going to get 40-45% retracements, but so far it just didn't happen. And the reason for that could be that we are having these institutions always buying the red volume here when we are dumping down. This is why with the hodling portfolio, I wouldn't go crazy. I wouldn't try to sell the top and then buy back in 40% cheaper. Maybe that worked in 2017 for some people, but now you're really running the danger to be left behind. All what we are talking about here about buying, selling, longing, shorting, this is for the smaller trading portfolio, and it's definitely not for the holding portfolio because I don't know if you agree, Da Vinci. I don't think this bull market is over. What do you think?
I don't think so either. It's just unfortunately. Let me point something out too. Do you mind if I point something scary out to
Yeah.
people, just so that we can hedge our statements here? Because let me point something a little bit scary. On the weekly, we have confirmed divergence, right? For the RSI. So if we bring this higher, you can see this divergence on the RSI here. I know it's a little scary. Let me just hide the willy
This is
so that you can see
extremely
it.
scary. Why didn't you mention that in the first place? That's crazy.
Yeah. And so we have confirmed divergence on the weekly, and it's continuing to diverge as well. We have a double divergence, and it has the second divergence isn't confirmed just yet. If we continue lower, it will confirm the second divergence on the weekly, and so that is very, very, very bearish.
Okay, guys, let me consolidate here. Let me put that into easy terms here. We have a high and a lower high on the RSI. On the weekly corresponding to that, we have a high and a higher high on the weekly time frame. And this RSI, this weekly divergence is confirmed. And the longer the time frame, a weekly bearish divergence is more significant than a daily one. A daily one is more significant than the 4-hourly one. So what we are seeing here is a weekly bearish divergence. I don't know why I didn't see it. I think I didn't check the RSI on the weekly for quite some time. So thanks, man, for bringing that out. That could be interesting. And if Bitcoin follows that bearish divergence, correct me if I'm wrong, but that would mean we would have a weekly downtrend for Bitcoin soon. Is that correct?
Exactly. However, the MACD does not have the same divergence, and but we do have a divergence, a weekly unconfirmed divergence on the MACD. Let me just point that out right here. You can see this. If we draw a line from here to here, right, there is. Let's just see if that map where that lines up with. Let me just make sure. That is a divergence, I believe. Yeah, from the current the last swing high to this high up here, but it was wicked out, right? So it might not. It's kind of weak. So I don't know. To make this thing confirmed. Let's just see if it's confirmed. We have to go a lot lower this week to confirm this. Is not confirmed yet. So yeah, we are almost confirmed. Yeah, we're almost confirmed. But yeah, so a little bit lower, and then we confirm this that weekly divergence on the MACD.
All right, Da Vinci. So
wow,
I mean that would be crazy. Still, guys, I would never sell my holding portfolio because of that, especially now that we have a new group of buyers buying and they don't really care about that, especially people like Michael Saylor. He would never look at an RSI. They just continuously buy and dry out the OTC markets and then go to exchanges. Nevertheless, this is for sure a warning sign. This is for sure something to look at least to be prepared for that scenario. And I just wanted to ask you, Da Vinci, as one last question here, for people maybe to understand the significance. What was the last time, if you can answer that question now, if not, no problem, the last time we've seen a weekly divergence on the RSI, which was confirmed, maybe even on the MACD as well? But what was the last time? Do you know?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
I'm asking that question for a very specific reason, because it was a long time ago, right?
Right. We have divergence of all-time highs here, right? As we were, but you know what? We still ended up going a little bit higher, but still. Right, they started diverging out, right? So, yeah.
The end of the bull market 2017 for everyone who didn't get that. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the face mode. I'm very happy that you pointed that out, man. Very happy. But guys, just a quick disclaimer. I mean, this is the weekly chart, and of course, it's very alarming when we are having these RSI bearish divergences. But if we go back into 2017, we saw that already before and still went to 20,000. Maybe there was furthermore a rejection. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the bear market, right? But we wanted to point that out. When we are having a weekly bearish divergence, it's certainly something we want to be talking about. So yeah, that just as a quick disclaimer here for you to not get it completely wrong. We don't want to talk only about flowers and beauty and long positions. We want to point out the crazy stuff as well. And whenever there is something unfolding, we want to talk about that. And I think that was a very good thing. Everyone who watched until the very end got a big piece, like a big gem in terms of content here. So thank you so much for watching until the very end. And wow, I mean, we will keep you updated about that. I have another thing. I will make a separate, fully dedicated video about that. I will include your content as well. The monthly RSI is at 93. And the bull markets, usually the massive runs on the monthly were topping out at 95. So maybe that's close enough. I don't think so. I personally was projecting that we are seeing 2 runs within a bull market. The first one topping out at the 95 RSI, then a downtrend, and then one last run, maybe similar to 2013. But that's highly speculative, and it's only my take. Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. Let's talk about that in the next episode again. Do you maybe want to share something about Pandora or DJ15 token before we are wrapping it up for today?
Yeah, sure. But one last comment on that. Just remember, right, we still should have a long way to go, right? This might be just a pullback to, you know, the 2021 EMA at the worst case scenario, which is like 37,000. But right, but that's the worst case scenario before this bull run. So don't be too worried. Now, of course, if people are have purchased here at the $50,000 level, I'm sure you'll be a little bit concerned if you purchased and held Bitcoin. But overall, we're going a lot higher, right? No matter what, we're headed to the 100,000 because of the central banks. So you could thank the central banks for that. Anyways, yes, if you want to watch see what I'm trading, what I have in my portfolio, you can purchase at www.j15.com. You can see exactly what's on my portfolio and see how much I've got. And also, you join the live streams that I do every morning at 8 o'clock, and also on the weekends at 11 o'clock. So yeah, Santiago time, of course. Yeah. So yeah, check that out. It's really cheap, and the prices will be going up. The sale will be ending. We're having a sale right now at 50% off. Or it doesn't say here, but on the Pandora's wallet side, it says there's a 50% off sale. So it's the same here. And so we're going to be ending that sale at the end of this week. So make sure you jump in and get that sale before it ends.
Perfect. Yeah, a few more days going on. The links are down below. Honestly, it's a great product, and you get access to the Telegram and the live streams. I mean, it's not a big decision to take. I will leave the links down below in the pinned comment in the video description. Thank you, Da Vinci, for joining us today. That was interesting content, especially towards the end. Thanks everyone for watching until the end, especially your feedback, your comments. Like, I can't answer all of them, but I'm reading most of them. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for sharing the video, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto and Da Vinci J15. And as always, click the MMCrypto and Da Vinci J15 subscription boxes here and here. And Da Vinci, any last words to share?
Always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys, as always, bye-bye.